Anyway, nostalgia was the name of the game this weekend as the age of steam was vividly relived across the fens.
Yes, the legendary Flying Scotsman headed British Rail's biggest steam gathering in the area since the Gentle Giants were withdrawn from service 23 years ago. For rail buffs, the last chance to sample a bygone era before the Cambridge to King's Lynn line is electrified. Owen Spencer-Thomas joined the Flying Scotsman on the footplate for its farewell journey across the fens.
The record-breaking engine and film star Flying Scotsman is fired up. An impatient whistle signals the journey is about to begin. This gentle giant glides smoothly out of the station. One of 80 Gresley A3s. Now she's the only surviving engine in her class. She's the holder of countless records. On a trial run in 1934, she became the world's first steam engine to achieve an officially recorded 100 miles an hour. 4 years earlier, this thoroughbred made the first non-stop run from London to Edinburgh and came to be closely associated with the legendary train, the Flying Scotsman Express. Up to her official withdrawal from BR in 1963, she travelled over 2 million miles, most of this along the East Coast main line, where she was a familiar sight hurtling through stations such as Huntingdon, Stevenage and Peterborough. As the days of steam on British Rail drew to an end, not one of the A3s was nominated for preservation. Flying Scotsman was saved and bought up by a private bidder in 1963. Since then, she's travelled the world, working private excursion trains, steam specials, and even promoting British goods on a trade mission in the USA. This journey is one of 8 round trips on trains hauled by 3 famous express engines. Between them, they gobbled up almost 100 tons of coal and earned BR £40,000 in fares. And so our journey on Flying Scotsman comes to an end. She glides into Cambridge Station just in time to welcome another distinguished but younger engine, Britannia. This 40-year-old holds special memories for Cambridge's mayor, Peter Cowell.
This is one of the engines, the last engines that I fired as a fireman before I left. So it really has got a special occasion, this is for me.
Britannia was the first British Railways standard steam locomotive. I've been involved with the old girl for 22 years now, and I think my wife does regard it almost as being my mistress.
Quite competition, believe you me, but if he prefers her to flesh and blood, then perhaps I don't mind too much.
A local heroine, this engine is one of 23 Britannia Pacifics, the equivalent of today's Intercity 125s. Engines like this completely transformed intercity travel in East Anglia. Britannia pulled the royal train carrying the body of King George VI from Sandringham after he died there in 1952. This is where engines used to amble across the fens, hauling wagons of sugar beet to the processing plant at King's Lynn. The weekend marks the last time that steam engines can use the 140-year line from Cambridge before it's electrified next year.
It's a combination of something like 14 months organisation by a team of backroom boys of which I have the privilege of heading. And it really is to promote the public awareness of the electrification of the line between Cambridge and King's Lynn, which comes into being, of course, in mid-1992.
These first-class passengers travel in 1930s style in one of the saloon coaches that used to carry the wealthy to Ascot.
I used to stand on the end of the stations and watch engines such as this one go flying by too. So today, sitting in this carriage is just rolling back the gears and bringing them up to date again.
What better is there to travel in a vintage coach, restored after 60 years now, and probably travelling even better than the day it was built?
What of the steam? Does steam mean anything special to you?
Oh, just but it takes you back, doesn't it? Yeah, it's wonderful.
As the engine barks defiantly along mile after mile of patchwork fenland countryside, you can hear the rhythmic beat of the carriage wheels on the rail joints. And so to King's Lynn, where Britannia comes to a halt. The end of the line, which in her prime she served so well, and to which she will now never return again.
And the more's the pity.